Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all on behalf of Ilmo Irfan Institute. The mission of our institute is as follows. According to our research, life is equals to 15% technical skills plus 85% human engineering. Therefore, at Ilmo Irfan Institute, our aim is learn to achieve excellence in any technical skill by following the best learning methodology, that is, do it yourself, and practicing the three main pillars of human engineering, that are truth, honesty, and justice. To achieve excellence in both technical skills and human engineering, Ilmo Irfan offers a course which is titled as Popular IDEs for C Programming Language in Windows Operating System. It is lecture 14 of this course. Run your first C program using Dev-C++. And I'm your instructor, Saman Khan. Let's start with lecture outline. Inshallah, in this lecture, first I will present a quick recap. After that, I will present steps of writing a C program using systematic thinking approach. And in last, I will present steps to run your first C program using Dev-C++. Let's move to quick recap. In previous lecture, I presented number 1, how to locate and open Dev-C++ 6.3 setup file on my computer. Number 2, how to run the installation wizard to install Dev-C++ 6.3. And number 3, how to verify that Dev-C++ 6.3 is successfully installed. Steps of writing C program using systematic thinking approach. Inshallah, in the next slides, I will present a simple and step-by-step process to write C program using systematic thinking approach. Step 1. Write down real-world scenario. Step 2. Write down author and system information. Step 3. Write down purpose of program. Step 4. Write down input processing output. Step 5. Write code using an IDE with detailed comments. Step 6. Run the program. Step 1. Write down real-world scenario. Real-world scenario is as follows. At Ilmo Irfan School, Miss Aisha is teaching C programming to grade 9. She wants her students to practice the concepts of printing any string, for example, message, name, address, etc., on the output screen. For this purpose, she wants to develop a program in C programming language for her students. Step 2. Write down author and system information. Author and system information is as follows. Please note that the author and system information is written in multi-line comments. In C programming language, a multi-line comment starts with slash and star and ends with star and slash. Here, author name is Miss Saman Khan. Program name is C program. Programming language is C. Operating system is Windows 10. IDE used is Dev-C++ 6.3. License is public domain 1.0. Program start date is 3 August 2022 and end date is 3 August 2022. Step 3. Write down purpose of the program. Again, the purpose of program is written in multi-line comments. The main purpose of this program is to print a message or string on the output screen. Step 4. Write down input processing output. Input of a program is a string. That is, purpose of our lives is friendship of Allah. For processing, I have used the printer function to display the input string on the output screen. Output of program is also a string which will be displayed on the output screen. That is, purpose of our lives is friendship of Allah. Step 5. Write code using an IDE with detailed comments. To summarize, in the first four steps, first of all, I completely and correctly understood the real world scenario. After that, I explained author and system information in details. In third and fourth steps, I used the information provided in the real world scenario to understand purpose of program and input processing output. Now, in the fifth step, I will write high quality C code using Dev-C++ IDE to solve the problem mentioned in the real world scenario. I have already written the code for you, which is as follows. Please note that double slash in C programming language is used for single line comment. Step 6. Run the program. I run the code written in step 5 on Dev-C++ IDE and got the following message displayed in the output screen. Output is purpose of our lives is friendship of Allah. To do and your turn task. The to do task for this part of lecture is consider the following message and execute the steps mentioned in this lecture to write a C program using systematic thinking approach. The message is Allah is one, Allah created us, Allah has control over everything. Your turn task is write down your comments on steps mentioned in this lecture to write a C program using systematic thinking approach and write down your suggestions to improve steps of writing a C program using systematic thinking approach. Now let's move to next part of this lecture, that is steps to run your first C program using Dev-C++. Inshallah, in the next slides, I will present a simple and step-by-step process to run C program using Dev-C++. Step 1 is open Dev-C++. In the previous lecture, that is lecture 13, install Dev-C++ for Windows, I opened and verified the installation of Dev-C++. Here I will follow the same steps to open Dev-C++ IDE. For that, first go to your desktop screen. Here you can see shortcut of Dev-C++ has been created. Double click on this icon and it will open a Dev-C++ homepage. Alhamdulillah, I have successfully opened Dev-C++ IDE. Let's move to step 2, that is create and save new project in Dev-C++. Let's go back to Dev-C++ IDE to create a new project. Click on File from top left corner of taskbar, then click on New and from there click on Project. From the appeared window, choose C project as we are writing code in C project, so we will choose C project. Then select console application and in the name bar, write name of your program. In my case, I will write it as C program and then click on OK. As you click on OK, a destination window will be appeared, which will ask where you want to save this code. In my case, I will save my project in document folders, then click on Save button. New project file has been successfully created. There is another shortcut way to create a new project, that is click on this new icon and from there click on project. This will also create a new project for you. Alhamdulillah, new project has been successfully created. To save the source file of new project, press Ctrl plus S key. A window will appear from here. Select the folder you want to save the file. In my case, I will select my documents folder. In the file name, you can rename your file. I will rename it as C program. And make sure your save as type is C source files. After choosing your desired folder, click on Save button. Alhamdulillah, source file has been saved successfully. After creating and saving new project in Dev-C++, let's move to step 3. That is write your code. Let's get back to Dev-C++ IDE to write a C program. Here some code is already written for your ease, but select it all and delete it in one go. We will write a code from scratch. Please note that I will copy paste the author and system information, purpose of program and input processing output from my notepad file. As you can see, details of program have been added in the source file. First of all, I will include libraries that are stdio.h, and second library is hashtag include stdlib.h. After that, create a main function by int main and then create brackets for main function. As we are writing a code with detailed comments, so I will add some comments what this main function will do. This main function will print message on output screen by using a printf function. The printf function will act as input, processing, and output. In this printf function, I will write a message that will be displayed on output screen. In our case, message is purpose of our lives is friendship of Allah, and at the end write semicolon. After that write return 0 semicolon and end of main function. Alhamdulillah, I have successfully written the C code in Dev-C++. Now let's move to fourth and last step, that is run your code. To run our code in Dev-C++ IDE, I will follow two-step process. In first step, I will compile my project to check if it is error-free or not. To compile the project, go to Executes option from the menu and then click on Compile. As you click on Compile, the output window shows results of the code compilation. As you can see, there are no errors in the code, which shows that it is perfectly fine and ready to run. To run the code, again go to Execute menu and then click on Run. As you click on Run, output console will appear that displays the message purpose of our lives is friendship of Allah. Press any key to continue. I will press escape key and you can see that console window has disappeared and I am back on my Dev-C++ IDE. Alhamdulillah, we have successfully compiled and run our first C program in Dev-C++. To summarize, I used a step-by-step process to completely and correctly run my first C program on Dev-C++ IDE in Windows 10 operating system. To do and your turn task. To do task for this part of lecture is run your first C program using Dev-C++ on your computer as shown in this lecture. Your turn task is run your first C program on Guinea IDE which you installed in your turn task 1 of the previous lecture. Let's move to lecture summary. To summarize, in this lecture, I presented a step-by-step process to run your first C program using Dev-C++. In next lecture, inshallah, in the next lecture, I will present basics of another popular and widely used IDE for C programming language, that is CodeLight. Consensus decision of all religious scholars of the world is all religious scholars of the world and saints are in agreement that whosoever recites Durud Sharif excessively will be saved from the harshness of death. May Allah give us the strength to recite Durud Sharif abundantly. Ameen. We shall be thankful to you if you may please provide your valuable feedback on this lecture. Jazakumullahu khair. May Allah bless all of us with His karam and afiyat. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.